Hi, my name is Janine Phillip, and I'm going to be an occupational therapist today. Have you worked with an occupational therapist before?
I have not.
Okay. So what we do is we find out what you like to do, what are your hobbies or your activities that you like to engage in, and we help you perform those activities as independently as you can. So what we're going to do today is the Copm, which is the Canadian Occupational Performance Measure, and it is an outcome measure that identifies problem areas in your performance, and it evaluates your satisfaction and your performance perception on that. So if you're ready, we can get started. So I just want you to fill out here on the top your name and your age, all the demographic information. Okay, and then you can just leave that area for me. So part one, or part A, step one, is we're going to identify some areas in different categories about what you want to do, what you need to do, or what are expected to do. So just think about your typical day, and just think about what you do, and just try to identify areas that you have struggles in, and we can go from there. So the first one is self-care for personal dressing. Just write down 3 things that you would like to do or need to do. Okay, and then for functional mobility, it's just like going for a walk, going for a drive, stuff like that. So just identify 3 things if you can. It doesn't have to be 3, just okay. And please ask me if you have any questions.
Okay.
And then you have the community management. So just identify 3 things. Okay, and then we're going to go to step 1B, which is going to focus on productivity. So do you engage in any paid or unpaid work that you want to do, need to do, or are expected to do?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Close that. And then the next one is household management. Okay, and the next one is play or school, like if you're in school, if you're doing homework, stuff like that. Okay, and then we're going to flip over, and then you have step 1C, which is leisure activities. So you have quiet, active, and socialization. There are some examples, and you can fill them out.
Okay.
Accordingly. Just if you have, it doesn't have, you don't have to fill them out completely. It can be
Okay.
okay. So now we're going to move on to step 2, which is rating the importance. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not important at all, and 10 being very important, would you please rate each activity? You put the number above. And you can do that for all steps. Okay. So now I'm going to look over your sheet, and we're going to confirm the 5 most important things that you've recorded, and then we can rate each problem on that performance and satisfaction. So based on the top 5 that we pick out, we can pick out another.
Okay.
So you mentioned that cooking was really important for you. You mentioned finances. Okay. And you mentioned homework. And you mentioned volunteering. And you mentioned playing volleyball. Okay. So based on these five, would you rate your performance, how you think you do, on a scale of 1 to 10?
Okay.
Okay, and then would you rate your satisfaction? So your satisfaction is how satisfied with you or with yourself are you to in engaging that activity? So do you think you can improve, or are you happy with where you are? Okay. Now that we have done steps 1 through 4, I'm going to go ahead and score. So what I'm going to do is take your total performance scores and put it by the number of problems, which is 5. And then total satisfaction score and put it over 5. Okay? And so that is going to be the initial assessment.